faces, and every table knew the news. The bartender looked past my shoulder, then pushed a glass across the wood. He said, "You miss the only kindness that ever waited in this room." She took her coat, she paid her due. She left one empty chair for you. Mercy left at midnight. I came at 1:30. She took the last road out of town before the night was done. Mercy left at midnight. No letter, no goodbye. I spent my final silver coin to ask the reason why. I found a name beneath the ashtray, cut lightly in the wooden grain, beside a list of broken promises and men who never came again. A piano missed its final chord, a ceiling fan turned slow above. Somebody laughed into the darkness like they had never heard of love. She closed the door, she crossed the square. She left before I knew to care. Mercy left at midnight. I came at 1:30. She took the last road out of town before the night was done. Mercy left at midnight. No letter, no goodbye. I spent my final silver coin to ask the reason why. The man beside the window which road she took beneath the moon. He said a man who wastes his daylight should never curse the evening too. So I walked out through the doorway. The street was empty, washed in black. Her footprints ended by the station. Mine were the only ones that came back. Maybe she was never human. Maybe mercy never stays. Maybe every door is open only once and only late. Maybe I had heard a knocking every year and every night, and called the sound another warning, till the warning lost its life. Did she say my name? No, she did not. She leave a sign, only what you lost. Mercy left at midnight. I came at 1:30. The glasses shook, the lights went low. The final train had gone. Mercy left at midnight and took the morning too. I had a pocket full of reasons, but none of them were true. Still moving. I boarded after midnight with no ticket in my hand. The porter never asked my name or where I meant to land. The carriage had no windows, only lamps along the wall. Every seat faced toward the engine, every shadow faced us all. Train with no windows, running through the night. Nobody sees what follows, nobody sees the light. A woman held a photograph turned inward toward her dress. A miner kept his helmet on, though no one asked him why. A young man slept beside the door with blood upon one sleeve. An old man counted station names that no one else believed. Train with no windows, no country passing by, no fields beneath the morning, no moon across the sky. Train with no windows, no distance we could prove. We heard the wheels beneath us, but never felt them move. Porter where we were, he said between what was and is. I asked how many stops remained, he closed his book and smiled. He said some men ride for leaving, some ride to disappear, some only need a moving room to keep the past from drawing near. No map, no sign, no border marked in white, no town, no dawn, just dying through the night. Train with no windows, no country passing by, no fields beneath the morning, no moon across the sky. Train with no windows, no distance we could prove. We heard the wheels beneath us, but never felt them move. Maybe every passenger had chosen not to see the houses they abandoned and the people they had been. Maybe glass was never missing, maybe darkness filled the frame, maybe every window showed us, and we could not bear the face. A child began to ask his mother if the morning still was there. She placed 2 fingers on his eyelids and said, imagine open air, open sky, keep your eyes closed, let it pass by. Stopped before the porter opened up the carriage, but there was no platform at the door. Only gravel, only fog, one narrow road without a sign. The others stayed inside their seats. I stepped into the gray alone. Train with no windows, still running in my head, carrying every life I left and every word unsaid. Train with no windows, no station and no end. I never learned where it was going, only why I had got on. Still moving. Still moving. Still moving. After midnight, where every window stayed black, the foreman kept the hours in pencil so he could always take them back. I learned to sleep beneath the whistle, to eat with grease upon my hands, and spend money before morning like daylight wouldn't understand. Morning cannot collect what the night never wrote. No paper, no witness, no hand at your throat. Morning cannot collect. That is what I believed until the sun found every pocket I had emptied in the dark. I owed the landlord 3 Fridays, the grocer 2, and someone else. A woman waited by the doorway with my last name on a shelf. I said, give me one more evening, by dawn I'll make the numbers right. Then lost the money in a back room where every clock had stopped at night. There's a debt the morning can't collect, a bill no clerk can see, a weight that never reaches paper but follows every step of me. There's a debt the morning can't collect, no signature, no seal. The night may hide the total, but the body knows what's real. Found me near the rail yard with iron dust across my coat. He said, you keep outrunning daylight, but daylight never leaves the road. I laughed and told him men like us were born already owing time. He said, debt is not the burden, it's the habit of the lie. One more shift, one more drink, one more hour before I think. One more hand, one more claim, one more night without my name. There's a debt the morning can't collect, a bill no clerk can see, a weight that never reaches paper but follows every step of me. There's a debt the morning can't collect, no signature, no seal. The night may hide the total, but the body knows what's real. I saw the sunrise through the smokestacks, turn the river dull and red. Every roof became a ledger, every window counted dead. No judge came down to name me, no sheriff crossed the yard, but every light revealed a number I had hidden in the dark. I reached inside my coat that morning for the wages I had spent. Found one key, a bent receipt, and nothing I could call regret. Then I heard the factory whistle and watched the gates begin to close. There's a debt the morning can't collect, but morning keeps the fire. It rights the balance in your posture and the distance a debt the morning can't collect until you stop and count. Not every loss is money, not every bill has an amount. Morning opened every window. I had nowhere left to hide. I woke beneath the back room window with daylight cutting through the smoke. A broken glass beside my right hand, and ashes in my Sunday coat. The mirror held a stranger with a bruise beneath one eye. I washed my face in bitter water and practiced looking fine. Ashes in my Sunday coat, smoke inside the scene. I dressed myself for morning, but the night stayed underneath. The church bell crossed the rooftops while I walked along the square. Every shop was still behind its shutters. Every street was washed and bare. I passed the bar without looking, though the door was painted red. A chair lay broken near the alley, and one man's hat remained. My mother saved the aisle seat like she had every week. She brushed the dust from off my shoulder, then kissed me on the cheek. She said, "You smell like a rain chimney." I said the walk had made me cold. She held my sleeve a moment longer, like the cloth had told her more. Ashes in my Sunday coat, black against the white, a little proof that morning cannot separate the night. Ashes in my Sunday coat, hidden near the heart. I buttoned every secret, but the smoke still found a part. Preacher spoke of clean beginnings, of doors that open when we kneel. He said no stain could last forever if the asking had been real. I watched the sunlight move across the polished wooden floor, then saw a gray mark on my cuff I had not seen before. One on the sleeve, one near the chest, one where my hand had tried to rest. One in the cloth, one in the skin, one for the place I had been. Ashes in my Sunday coat, A little proof that morning cannot separate the night. Ashes in my Sunday coat, hidden near the heart. I buttoned every secret, but the smoke still found a part. Maybe shame is only smoke that follows where the fire is gone. Maybe clean clothes do not change the shape a man is taking on. Maybe grace is not forgetting. Maybe mercy leaves a mark. Maybe every honest morning starts by naming what was dark. When they asked us all to rise, a little ash fell to the floor. My mother looked down at the mark, then placed her hand on mine. She never asked where I had been. She never turned away. Ashes in my Sunday coat, falling where they could be seen. No longer hidden in the lining, no longer brushed away. Ashes in my Sunday coat, the cloth was never clean, but I stood beneath the morning and let it speak for me. I left the coat upon the pew and walked outside in my shirt sleeves. These shoes from a widow at a table by the road. She said they belonged to a traveling man who never carried what he owed. The leather cracked around the ankles, the heels were worn outside. When I put my feet inside them, they pulled me toward the county line. These borrowed shoes know something my own 2 feet forgot. They keep walking toward a promise I don't remember making. They took me past the feed store, past the church with missing glass, past a field where every scarecrow turned its head to watch me pass. I tried to stop beside the river, I tried to sleep beneath the pines, but those souls kept beating northward like a clock that hated time. These borrowed shoes know a road I have never seen before. They know the way to leaving in the shape of every door. These borrowed shoes know a name that nobody calls me by, and every mile they carry me feels like somebody else's life. In a town beyond the quarry, an old woman touched my sleeve. She said, "You wear his tired footsteps, but you don't wear what made him leave." She led me to a narrow house with blue paint on the frame. A child came running from the porch and called another man's name. I stood there like a shadow in somebody else's place, with his dust around my ankles and his road upon my face. These borrowed shoes, no road I have never seen before. They know the weight of leaving in the shape of every door. These borrowed shoes know a name that nobody calls me by, and every mile they carry me feels like somebody else's life. Maybe every road remembers every heel that wore it thin. Maybe leather keeps a secret long after skin forgets. Maybe some men leave behind them more than letters, debts, and clothes. Maybe every unfinished journey finds another pair of bones. I took them off beside the highway, set them neatly in the dust. For one whole minute they lay silent, like ordinary things should. Then the right shoe turned toward northward, and the left one followed slow. Those borrowed shoes knew a road I was never meant to take. They carried one man's hunger through another man's mistake. Those borrowed shoes knew a home, and they nearly took me there. I left them waiting by the highway for the next man passing through. Two empty shoes facing north. For the flame, 7 little chances, and the rain knew my name. The first match died beside the depot. Before the midnight train arrived, I held my coat against the weather and told myself I'd leave this time. The station clock had lost a minute, the ticket man had lost an eye. He said every road out of this county brings a different man back by. 7 matches in the rain, 7 sparks that couldn't stay. Every flame became a warning, every road bent back this way. The second burned behind the courthouse, the third beneath the water tower, the fourth went out beside the graveyard just before the final hour. I kept my money in my left shoe inside my coat. But the river rose across the highway and the ferry lost its ropes. 7 matches in the rain, 7 reasons not to run. Every fire showed the doorway, every doorway came undone. 7 matches in the rain, 7 nights beneath the wire. I kept asking for a signal, but the storm consumed the fire. Match lit her kitchen window, though she had moved 3 years before. For half a breath I saw her standing with one hand resting on the door. The 6th one burned between my fingers till the skin began to shine. I heard the dogs behind the sawmill and the whistle from the mine. No train, no road, no mercy left to borrow. No sign, no flame, no promise for tomorrow. 7 matches in the rain, 7 reasons not to run. Every fire showed the doorway, every doorway came undone. 7 matches in the rain, 7 nights beneath the wire. I kept asking for a signal, but the storm consumed the fire. Was all I carried, the 7th match was all I had. I struck it underneath the awning and watched it tremble in my hand. I could light the road behind me, or the bridge beneath my feet. 7 matches in the rain, the 7th held against the dark. Not enough to see the distance, just enough to see the start. 7 matches in the rain, no train and no goodbye. I dropped the flame into the gutter and walked before it died. No roping back, no voice called out, just 7 clouds above the town. Man walking south. Another town behind me, another night ahead. Dashboard clock says 2:15. Rain on the glass keeps drawing shapes of you. Your last words right beside me in the dark, like a dying cigarette with one remaining spark. I left your picture underneath the motel light, but every empty mile brings it back tonight. The engine keeps turning, but I don't know why. I'm chasing down the echoes of a neon mile. Goodbye, it's a neon mile. Goodbye, burning red across the sky. I can leave your street, but I can't leave your eyes. There's a bottle on the seat and your shadow by my side. I'm driving through the darkness on a neon mile. goodbye. The radio preacher says redemption comes for free, but he never spent a midnight running from a memory. I traded all my promises for gasoline and smoke. Now every town reminds me of the only heart I broke. The moon hangs low and crooked over Highway 29. I keep crossing county borders, but the fault is always mine. These wheels may carry sorrow, but they never tell me why. Every road keeps leading to that neon mile goodbye. It's a neon mile goodbye, burning red across the sky. I can leave your street, but I can't leave your eyes. There's a bottle on the seat and your shadow by my side. I'm driving through the darkness on a neon mile goodbye. Maybe morning finds me somewhere clean and new. Maybe daylight shows me what the whiskey never knew. But until that sun comes crawling through the blinds, I'll hear your name in every broken highway sign. It's a neon mile goodbye, one more truth I can't deny. I lost the only good thing that ever called me mine. Now the road is getting colder and the stars have lost their light. I'm driving through the darkness on a neon mile goodbye. Another town behind me, but you're still on my mind. Just another lonely traveler on a neon mile goodbye. The key was on the table in room 309. Her lipstick marked the coffee cup, her suitcase left behind. The curtains moved like someone had just stepped through the wall. I called her name into the room, but heard the rainfall call. Room 309, where the truth forgot to stay. She left her perfume in the dark and took herself away. No letter on the pillow, no reason, no goodbye, just a key upon the table in room 309. The night clerk would not face me. He kept looking at the floor. He said she paid in silver and walked out before 4. But her shoes were by the window and her coat was on the chair. A woman does not leave the world and leave her shadow there. Room 309, where the truth forgot to stay. She left her perfume in the dark and took herself away. No letter on the pillow, no reason, no goodbye, just a key upon the table in room 309. Some doors conceal a secret, some mirrors learn to lie, some women leave a memory that no years can satisfy. Room 309, I return there every year. The wallpaper grows older, but her whisper stays so clear. I ask the empty hallway where she went and why, but the answer sleeps forever in room 309. The key was on the table. It may be waiting still. Before the mill released its smoke, with borrowed boots and 17, and every road I'd never seen. My mother stood beside the gate. She never begged me once to wait. She only said the ground is wide, but every river keeps a side. Follow rails through nameless towns where factory lights burned heaven down. I learned to sleep through passing trains and hide my face from window panes. I traded daylight for a wage, then spent my youth like borrowed change. But every night beneath the noise, that water spoke in my father's voice. It called me low. You call me slow through iron rain and radio. The river kept my name when I had crossed 100 borders, but the water stayed the same. The old house leaned toward the road. The porch had lost the weight it held. The kitchen clock refused to move, as if the years had missed the room. I found her coat behind the door, the blue one she had always worn, and in the pocket, folded small, a map that never left it all. Called me slow, past every place I used to know. The river kept my name, and I had worn it then. It carried what I ran from and brought it home again. The river kept my name. Crossed 100 borders, but the water stayed the same. I thought a man could leave his past like smoke escaping through the glass, but smoke comes down when the air turns cold and every current circles home. I knelt where the bank had broken through, the water brown, the evening blue. I said my name into the wind and heard the river speak it back again. The river kept my name when no one else could tell. It held the boy I buried and the man who never left. The river kept my name, not clean, not free from blame, just written in the moving dark, spoken through the rain. So I laid my empty hands where the water met the land. No promise and no claim, just the river and my name. Bartender pulled chairs up, swept the broken glass away. He said, friend, you've had enough now. There is nothing left to say. The jukebox lost its color, the neon lost its glow. I watched the room grow honest when there was nowhere left to go. When the last bar closes and the night gives back the street, every lie becomes much louder, every pain. But when the last bar closes, you must face yourself again. I had spent 10 years pretending you were waiting somewhere near. Every woman wore your shadow, every song became a mirror. But tonight your face looked different. In the bottom of my glass, not a promise, not a warning, just a picture from the past. When the last bar closes and the night gives back the street, every lie becomes much louder. Every memory finds a seat. You can hide behind the whiskey, you can dance around your pain. But when the last bar closes, you must face yourself again. I stepped outside without you. The air was cold and clean. For the first time in forever, you were only 17. In an old and fading photograph, not a ghost beneath my skin. I could love what we had once been without needing it again. When the last bar closes, there is still a road ahead. There are mornings made for living. There are words best left unsaid. I will carry what you gave me, but I'll lay aside the blame. When the last bar closes, I can walk back home again. The bartender killed the last light. Dawn was waiting at the door. I heard the lock turn behind me and did not look back anymore. Sunday never came. chapel until the sky was turning gray. I thought the bells might call me home, but they had nothing left to say. I carried every wrong I'd done like stones beneath my skin. I thought that Sunday brought forgiveness, but Sunday never came in. Sunday never came. No morning called my name. I stood beneath the stained glass, still wearing all my shame. I asked the Lord for shelter, but the night remained the same. I waited for redemption, but Sunday never came. My mother used to tell me every darkness has an end, but you never knew the roads I took, or the hearts I could not mend. I lit a candle for the woman who stopped waiting long ago. The flame leaned toward the doorway, like it knew where she would go. Sunday never came. No morning called my name. I stood beneath the stained glass, still wearing all my shame. I asked the Lord for shelter, but the night remained the same. I waited for redemption, but Sunday never came. Maybe grace is not a thunder, maybe mercy makes no sound, maybe heaven stops the moment a broken man turns around. Then Sunday found my name, not with glory, not with flame, just a little line of sunlight through the window where I prayed. I still carried all my sorrow, but I stood and walked away. Sunday never came to save me, so I met it halfway. The bells began behind me as I stepped into the day. Will stood behind the orchard where the fence had fallen flat, covered over by the briars and the weight of years gone black. When When I was 10, I spoke into it, every secret I could hold, then waited for the dark below to send my own words home. The well kept the echo long after I was gone. It held the things I whispered and returned them one by one. I told it how I hated winter, how I feared my father's hands, how my mother watched the doorway like she knew where sorrow stood. I told it who had broken windows, who had stolen from the store. I told it things no child should carry, then came back and told it more. 30 years had crossed the county when I found that place again. The orchard had become a parking lot, the house belonged to strangers, but the well remained behind it, hidden underneath the vine. Its stones were wet beneath my fingers, though the summer air was dry. The well kept the echo, buried under clay. It saved the words I had forgotten and never gave them away. I leaned above the opening and called my childhood name. At first there was only water, then a voice began. It sounded small, it sounded tired, it sounded just like me, but it spoke the words I never said and named what I had seen. It said my brother never slept. It said the porch light had been on. It said my father washed his shirt before the sheriff came at dawn. It said my mother heard the shouting. It said she buried more than grief. It said the well had kept the answer because nobody asked beneath. I stepped away, the voice grew near. Some echoes do not disappear. I closed my eyes, I held the stone. The voice below became my own. Maybe silence is a vessel, maybe stone can carry sound. Maybe every truth we bury learns the shape of underground. Maybe time does not erase us. Maybe memory only waits for someone old enough to listen at the place where childhood stayed. I found one brick beside the opening and thought about sealing it again. The voice below said nothing. That was worse. I left the well uncovered and walked back through the weeds. The evening settled on the county like a book nobody reads. Behind me the orchard, a child began to speak, not calling out for rescue, just telling what he knew. The well kept the echo, it never learned to lie. It held the voice I buried until I came to ask it why. The well kept the echo, the road kept moving on. Some truths wait inside the darkness long after childhood is gone. I heard my name behind me, I did not turn. The sycamores with ivy through the window frame, no mailbox by the gravel road, no number, no family name. The front door opened with the wind, though every hinge was rusted shut, and somewhere deep behind the walls, the empty rooms began to hum. The house kept humming, low and slow, a song no living voice should know. The house kept humming through the dust like wood, remembering all of us. Smelled of winter coats, of lamp oil, rain, and cedar smoke. The wallpaper had peeled away in shapes that almost looked like notes. I crossed the room where children slept, their heights still marked beside the stairs, and every line beneath their names began to tremble in the air. The kitchen hummed a working tune, the kind a tired hand might sing. The bedroom held a lower sound that circled like a wedding ring. The attic carried something thin, a voice too high to understand. It moved between the roof and rain, then rested softly in my hands. The house kept humming, room by room, one song for every absent name. The house kept humming, wall by wall, as if the silence knew them all. No words remained, no mouths, no breath, just melodies that outlived death. I found a portrait on the floor. Its glass was cracked across the eyes. 5 people standing by the porch, beneath a pale and empty sky. I turned it over in my hands, a date, a town, one sentence read. We sang to keep the house awake when every other light was dead. The floorboards moved the chimney side, 100 voices breathed inside. The house kept humming, room by room, one song for every absent name. The house kept humming, wall by wall, as if the silence knew them all. No words remained, no mouths, no breath, just melodies that outlived death. Maybe every room remembers every sound it once received. Maybe timber holds a heartbeat longer than the heart can beat. Maybe songs do not belong to those who shape them with the tongue. Maybe houses keep the music after every singer's gone. I tried to match the melody, but every note escaped my throat. The house fell silent for one breath, as if it heard me sing it wrong. Then from beneath the bedroom floor, a smaller harmony began. I left before the morning came and closed the gate behind my coat. But halfway down the gravel road, I felt the same sound in my bones. The house grew small among the trees, the windows faded into gray. Still, every step I took from there, the humming followed all the way. The house kept humming, so did I. Disturb the sun. A man stood where the milepost leaned, in a coat too dark for summer air. The light fell straight across his face, but nothing gathered at his feet. Shadow at the crossroads, no mark beneath the sun. He stood as still as judgment, like he knew what I had done. He asked me where I carried home. I pointed west and answered none. He smiled as though he'd heard that lie from every man who chose to run. He named the town where I was born, the room where my city, you have mistaken me. I never lived beneath that name. He brushed the dust from off his sleeve, and every road became the same. The North Road bent into the South, the East Road circled through the West. I walked 10 steps in any line and found him waiting where I'd left. No shadow at the crossroads, no footprint in the clay. He never moved to follow me, but never went away. He said a road is not an answer, it only gives your fear more ground. A man can cross 100 borders and carry every room around. I said, what do you want from me? He said, nothing you can give. Then pointed toward the road behind me and asked me why. I still called it leaving. The sun moved west, the air turned red. His face grew young, then old, then mine. Reached the crossing, the man was nowhere in the road, but one long shadow touched the gravel and moved wherever I would go. It crossed the ditch, it climbed the fence, it stretched beyond the county sign. I looked behind to find its owner and saw it joined to mine. 4 roads, one shadow, no way through. There's one chair facing west at the edge of the porch, where the boards have turned silver and the paint is worn off. I'll leave it where you left it, though the seasons lean and pass, with one leg on the shadow and one leg in the grass. The road has lost your footprints, the gate has lost your hand, the weeds have covered every place where your old suitcase had stood. Still every evening settles with your shape against the light, and the chair keeps facing westward like it knows you'll come by night. I don't call it waiting, I don't call it faith, I just never found a reason to turn that chair away. The neighbor stopped there asking, the letter stopped as well. Even your brother learned to speak as though he couldn't tell. I keep the kitchen window open when the air begins to cool. Sometimes the curtain moves like someone who has forgotten every rule. I've moved the table twice now. I've changed the bedroom walls. I've sold the winter blankets and taken down your photographs. But that chair remains untouched where the fading sunlight bends. Some things look like furniture until they learn to be your friends. I don't call it waiting, I don't call it hope. I just never learned the language of a house that lets you go. Maybe you found another river, maybe you forgot this town. Maybe the road kept moving and you never turned around. Maybe there was no last promise, no secret left unsaid. Maybe some doors closed softly long before we know they did. Tonight the sky went copper, and the fields became a stain. For one breath I heard your footsteps moving lightly through the rain. But the gate remained unbroken and the road remained alone. The dark came down around me like a roof without a home. So I sat beside the empty chair until the stars withdrew. One chair still facing west, and one still facing you.